Hello, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. Today's video is getting the boot fixed. I'm trying to sort some stuff out with the boot. There's a few angles we've got to approach today, a few different tactics we've got, and fingers crossed by the end of today, our tailgate on the Range Rover L322 will be working. By the way, I've got a name. The car's got a name. I asked in my detailing video for recommendations for girls' names that begin with B, because blue, Baltic blue. A lot of people wanted Betty or Betsy, and I do like that, but I've decided on a different name because, I don't know, it just suited her better. And the name is, this is a gender reveal, no it's not, it's a name reveal for my baby. This is Bella. What do we think? I think it suits her perfectly. Beautiful Bella in Baltic blue. So now we've got that out of the way, we are here picking up a switch. We're gonna, fingers crossed, have a very easy fix for the actual motor part, but the strut thingies need replacing because one of them's come out. So there's two prongs today, two-pronged approach. But anyway, welcome back to the channel. Let me quickly jump out and show you it now. So we've got a before, and then hopefully in today's video, there'll be a lovely after. Where are you, George? I've lost you. Hello there. So, opening up the boot now. This one works fine. This one, switch is gone. So we've taken the switch off, and this bit here is where we're going to attach the new switch to. Hopefully that will like engage it to release, because I don't know if you remember when we were in the woods filming our everything wrong with this car video, I actually managed to stick my fingers in these holes and like manually unclip it, thanks to one of you guys in the comments who told me that was possible. So we have had it down, and when it was down, we noticed that this strut, this side, is it called a strut? I think it's, is it a string? A cable, yeah, more of a cable, because this is a strut, isn't it? It's like a cable that's coated in like a rubber coating cover. That's got like a rubber cover on, sorry. It's very early in the morning, I'm very tired. Yes, so we can hopefully replace that today. We've got two new ones, so while we're here, we'll probably just replace both, because right now you wouldn't want to sit on it because it's like leaning down on one side more than the other. But this part here is one of my favourite parts of this car. It's quintessentially Range Rover L322. Someone said once that like you'd stand on it and like look for like, watch like horse racing and stuff. I love it. We use it more to change our son's nappy, classy stuff, but it's something that we miss. Like you go on a countryside walk and you're sort of like having to sit here to put your boots on. But I want my tailgate back, my lower tailgate. But anyway, fingers crossed by the end of today's video, by the end of today, we will have a boot that's working. This is actually a BMW part, interestingly. So this should be the easiest thing in the world. On our last L322, I changed over the start-stop button. I don't know why we changed that. Was there something wrong with it? Ah, yes, it was cracked. And it was the same sort of thing, like unplugging it with one of these and just plugging it back in. So it was really easy. So fingers crossed, this is just as simple. No, that's not looking too good. No, not working. Right, let me think. Fuse is what I'm thinking, but the garage diagnosed it as being the switch, but maybe that's wrong. Well, it is wrong. Okay, we've got some major updates for you. So, we weren't filming because, I don't know, I didn't just want to start sticking a camera in this guy's face, but we were figuring out the boot, the switch. So he was having a look, we got the manual out, we found out it was like fuse 16, fuse box was open, figuring it all out. He couldn't open the boot manually, so I got my lanky fingers out. I don't know, I've got very long fingers, very long spindly fingers, and I got them out, manually opened it, and then we all sort of looked at each other like, oh, we actually knew before that, I mean, that it looks like it's had a respray, the back part. It looks like it's been taken off, resprayed and put back on again. There's no badges, the paintwork looks a bit different. So we were like, maybe it's been taken off and it's not been plugged back in again. So it's a classic like IT crowd, have you tried turning it off and on again? We all sort of looked at each other like, surely it's not that, but let's have a look. So we took all the stuff out the boot. I wish I was filming when this happened. And honestly, so we opened up the bit where the, like underneath the boot where all the cables are all connected and the spare wheel is. And we went, hang on, there's a big, like, it's like a classic in a film when there's like two cables and you put them together and it works. It wasn't plugged in, so it's just stupid. It was nothing to do with the switch in the first place. Yeah, for some reason, these two parts hadn't been plugged back in. We plugged it back in, the switch now works and it's going down very nicely. So that's good news. However, it has just opened up quite a big issue that we weren't aware of. So let me show you this. We are on quite a busy road here, so excuse the noise, but let me firstly show you the working button. Works perfectly. Oh, I need to put that little bit of rubber back on. I'm sure I kept it in here. Here it is. Put this back on. Perfect. So that's great, that's working again. However, we were just asking the technician if he had any advice on fitting this. And the last time we looked, we didn't really pay attention to anything because we were like, oh, we'll order the new ones of these. When they get here, we'll sort of figure it out. But if you look over here, this one that is attached, it freely moves up and down. It looks pretty clean around it, it's looking good. And then if you look over on this side, hang on, there's a very noisy vehicle coming. If you look on this side, I really hope you can see this properly on camera. It's not moving and it's incredibly rusty. Let me just shine my phone light to try and show you a bit better. Just there, it's really rusty, and it doesn't move, and it's really crunchy. It kind of sounds, it's almost like it's gotten wet. The rust here has sort of spread underneath, so I think firstly it's going to be a nightmare getting this bolt off, but secondly I'm nervous that if we do go a bit too heavy-handed with this, we're going to end up making a hole, and then it's going to be like a £500 welding job to fix it. Yeah, there's no movement there. The rubber's moving obviously because it's rubber, but the actual part underneath, can you hear it crunching? I'll hold the microphone up against it so you can hear. It just sounds very crunchy in there and not so good. So yeah, I'm now feeling slightly torn on what to do. What amazing lighting, absolutely brilliant. I am a massive shadow. I'm now feeling slightly torn on what to do because it's like, technically the boot opens, we can load stuff in. It's tight on this side because this one isn't broken and that's not a problem at all. But I wouldn't then want to just be like sitting on it and doing my walking boots and letting our toddler climb all over it, because obviously it's not attached, it's not particularly supported, like it's quite bouncy. So that's now the next problem, because we could have a go and see how we get on, but there is a risk of creating an even bigger problem, because technically now the boot opens and that's what we wanted. So I'm not entirely sure what to do. Maybe we have a go at it and just see how we get on and see how it comes off, if it comes off. But anyway, we're going to go somewhere now and try and have a little look at it, somewhere a bit quieter. Not good. That is a big bit of rust. I know Range Rovers are known for being rusty cars, but this just looks especially bad. But the boot opens, so I am actually really happy about that part. Okay, got the struts. I don't know what we're calling them, the cables. Got the boot. I'm now thinking, is it worth not doing this? Reason being, right now, this isn't getting, well, it's getting worse in that it's rusting, but it's not pulling anything out because this isn't attached. And technically, we can still use this in the sense of like putting some stuff on it. Like it is going to hold the weight. It's not just going to suddenly snap because of that. And it's not touching here at all. So there's no damage happening under here. Like even when I push right down, my hand still fits in there. Our 2-year-old weighs 17 kilograms. He can definitely go on there. I probably wouldn't sit here and put my boots on, but I would perch here and it is fine. Like it goes down a bit, but it's not awful. So I'm now torn, because I'm just feeling torn, because it's like, it'd be lovely to have this working solidly, but is it a literal can of worms? Because it really is like properly stuck on. And if we start getting some screwdrivers, I don't know, would you use WD-40 to loosen it? Would you get a screwdriver in there? But I don't want to be too, I mean, it's not soft. I'm pushing my nail in and it's not soft. It's more brittle and crumbly. Like I could easily pick that bit off. It's just that crunch. That just sounds rotten, literally rotten. Let me use my phone light. Have a look inside it. So rusty. I'll try and get a video and I'll insert it, hang on. It's so rusty in there. Let me get my flash on. That is very rusty. It's just not coming away easily at all. It just doesn't want to come away at all. So I would have to get some sort of tool in there to pry it off. Yeah, hopefully that gives you an idea. So I think to save me from, am I making the right decision? This is what we'd planned to do today and get it done. To save me from damaging it further, then the rubber is completely stuck on. That's the bit that's stuck onto the rust. Not the right thing I need, but it's what I've got with me right now. So let's have a little look. I could try and just see what's there and not go crazy. I mean, I can pull this top bit away here. I need a flat head really, but we do what we got to do. We work with what we've got. Okay, there you go. It's just, flipping heck, hanging in my face. Pure, like, there's nothing there. It just crumbles off. So if we start, I mean, I can get the rubber off. The rubber's not going to damage anything. The rubber's off the top now. If we start then, to be fair, it's actually not as bad as I thought. I was going to say, if we start taking off this bolt, I mean, firstly, that's going to be incredibly difficult because it's just crumbling off. But, I mean, can we get this off without damaging it? I just don't want to pull too much off, you know. It's very wet as well, like, it's not very nice at all. Probably suddenly having some air, it's like breathing, it's like, finally, I'm not in a rusty old bit of rubber anymore. But this bit is attached to here, I don't want to make a hole. Ah, there you go. Wow, that's crazy. That is just, I think it's got in my eye, which is amazing. There you go. That is a rusty hole if I've ever seen one. I can't believe that. You can listen to it now. Just like crunch. Yuck. Okay. And that's what we're left with. Stunning.
That depends whether the bolt is like misshapen. This is just the bolt here.
Yeah, I know.
That front bit.
I know. So you can see on the other side, that obviously is a little bit of rust, but that is what we're looking for. That's what it's meant to look like. So you can see we've got this bit that we want to pry off, and then this and this are part of the new strut. So that's what we're hoping for. But then compared to this, which is what we have, so somewhere in there's a 1, a 2, and then the bolt on the end. So we can try and bring this one off. We've got some bits here to do that. They're all just too big for it. I need a bigger spanner. No, you can't grip it. Even if you do get it on, it's not going to fit. So we need a 16, I think. 15, 17, amazing. No, maybe that's not big enough either. This doesn't make any sense. Oh no, it's because of that. So how would you ever get over it? It's just hitting that. Yeah, because that's not as deep. You need something deeper than that. But then that won't fit because of that. It's impossible because this trim's in the way. It's only moving because it's twisting. It's absolutely not moving. Because I can't hold this tight enough. It's not gripping onto it. So that would probably work, but there's not enough room for it. This isn't deep enough. So we need this, but smaller. We haven't got the right part then. Because it needs to go, it needs to be a smaller part to fit around it. And this is never going to go on straight because this is in the way. So how on earth would you ever work on it?
Yes.
Lifting the car up.
It is. You actually are lifting the car up.
I'm not letting go of that grip.
So if I put the air suspension down at the same time, we'll have like, forces against forces. Come on.
Moved a bit.
Wow.
I think it's just stuck. I think we need something to loosen the rust a bit. So it's going on, and then maybe it's just really soft and it's just going round. It's not, I kind of get hold of it like that and it just carries on going round. So it's like kind of changing the shape of the bolt, which is not what you want. Okay, I've been trying that for about 20 minutes. Basically, the issues are, you can't get one of these, long pieces here because it's not just rubber, it's like actual trim underneath, it's like hard. You can't physically get that to line up because if you did, it's like this and then you can't get the angle. Sorry, that way around. Yeah, it's not straight and it's not hooking on. Secondly, the small pieces that do actually fit it, because you've got this bit sticking out, it gets stuck on that before it actually slots into the hole where it should go. Third problem, when I even managed to get this spanner around it, I'm moving it with all my might and it's kind of just bending, like pushing the metal of the bolt in. It's not turning, like this fits it, but it's not gripping it. It's just spinning around. It's probably too big. and there's rust around it. So basically what we need to do, I think we need to soak this in something, maybe WD-40, but I don't know if that's a bad idea. I think that's the right idea. Soak it so that we can actually move this bolt, chip away at all this rubbish, and then try to attach the new one onto it, because this has got all of it in, new everything. So yeah, that's the idea. I mean, so it'd be like this. I don't know, it's really tricky. I mean, I could do the other one today, but I think I want to get this one sorted so I know I can. There's technically nothing wrong with that, but it'd be nice to have a pair. Yeah, I think we need to do some soaking, and that's going to take hours. So I think what we should do is call this a day. I think that's a good place to start. We'll stop. So WD-40 soaking, and then, I mean, this is the only time we've got to do this today. I can't wait and film it later. We've got plans later. We're really busy at the moment, so I can't put that time into it this second. So what we're going to do, if we soak it and then try again once it's soaked. But if anyone's got any better ideas, please leave a comment below if anyone's come across this before. But yeah, for now, it's going to be fail. I mean, this is great that this is working now, but yeah, this is definitely a lot worse than I thought it was. I think, yeah, we're gonna have to call it a day, annoyingly. Hate things that aren't finished. That's very unsatisfying to me, that we've just spent hours on it and then it's not a finished job, but it is what it is. And sometimes, I don't know, things take time when you're doing stuff yourself, and you might not have the right part or the right tool, but hopefully when it is done, it'll be even more satisfying. But anyway, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for coming along with me today. Sorry it wasn't the outcome we were all hoping for, but hopefully soon we will have that outcome and it'll all be working again. But for now, I'm just really pleased that I can actually open the boot again, because that was a little bit annoying, even like doing the food shop and stuff. You definitely use it more than you think you're going to use it. So having that back is very welcome. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you very soon, hopefully fixing this in the next VC on Cars. Goodbye.